well, I've been thinking a lot since the book came out about how we talk to our children and ourselves about the future. And I think this is crucial. I was invited to talk to a high school class last year, and I didn't want to go. I was tired, I was grumpy, I was back from a trip, and then I started thinking, I wrote this book about kids, I started joking, so and I expected 20 kids, and there were 200 kids. They were given extra credit. I spoke for an hour, and I never heard a pin drop. And now it's not because I'm a great speaker, I bounce around. It was because of something else. These kids were really paying attention. I talked about two things. One was the fact that their health, not an abstraction, their health, the full use of their senses is directly connected to their experience of nature. The second thing I talked about is because of climate change and these huge environmental issues that we do face, whatever we want to call them, because of that, everything in the next 40 years has changed. We'll need new kinds of agriculture, already beginning. We need new kinds of energy, of course, already beginning. We need new kinds of urban design and architecture, already beginning. The cutting edge of green urbanism is now biophilic design, the idea that we can build buildings that not only save energy, but produce human energy. The people that work in green buildings and buildings that have nature designed into them from the beginning and then kept there, they're more productive. Sick time gets better. Everything gets better in those buildings. And the same could be true of whole neighborhoods, whole communities. Why not build new neighborhoods that actually connect kids to nature and adults? Why not think of the second and third rung suburbs as they begin to decay, and they already are? Why not think of those shopping centers that are so redundant and start replacing them with the kind of eco-villages that are emerging in Western Europe that not only have higher human density, but also have more natural habitat? Why not think about the fact that, as Larry said, New York City has 80,000 empty spare lots that are decaying, and all kinds of neighborhood parks that the cement is falling apart. Nobody goes into those parks anymore. Why not begin to think of those as new green play spaces? I was in New York recently in Harlem looking at one of these places, a community garden, also a school that had greened its garden. I was thinking, why don't we increase the number of these places in New York or other cities, increase the amount of nearby nature, and then call them collectively one thing. Thereby, if you hurt one of these nearby nature places, you hurt them all. So politically, to protect them that way. There will never be another Central Park. Maybe there could be decentral park. Why not think differently about that? Why not create habitat, green roofs that are now could be play spaces, natural play spaces, etc. I was telling these kids this, and I said, whole new careers will emerge that don't even have a name yet, because everything must change. But what have my generation been telling these kids? We've been saying, oh yeah, you want a new civilization? We tried that, didn't quite work out. What has my profession been saying? We've been saying when it comes to future of nature, game's over. And why should we expect these kids to suit up for the game? They want to. But if you go into them and you talk only about the end of things, which we should be talking about, we should be talking more about global warming as a profession. But we've been missing 2/3 of the story. The 2/3 of the story we've not been talking about is about the fact that everything must change. And that, because of that, we may be entering one of the most creative periods in human history.